When I got the news I hadn't drawn a Kansas deer tag, I was bummed, but not down and out. I called my friends at 180 Outdoors, and they arranged for our group to hunt at least 100 miles to the south, in northern Oklahoma. They tell me there are good bucks here, and plenty of them. I live for this. The moment he steps into range and time stands still. It's a celebration, but also a solemn moment, the end of another great journey for me. A journey that has taken me into another wild and beautiful place to pursue the ultimate challenge. A journey where good times are had and skills are shared. I'm Mike Hanback, and welcome to the world of big deer.
Big Deer, presented by Trijicon, brilliant aiming solutions.
We're here in northeastern part of Oklahoma, and I've never hunted here before, but I'm really looking forward to it. Well, this is pretty cool country. It's a lot of scrub oak, and there's some creek bottoms. It's perfect big buck habitat. CRP, grasslands. It's pretty exciting you roll in a place like this, and especially a place where you've had good luck before, and Oklahoma's been good to me over the years. So, you know, that early post-rut, it's one of my favorite times to hunt. A lot of mature bucks are still moving, looking for that last receptive doe. You never know what you're going to see. You know, you might see a little rutting activity. They're coming back to feed a little bit too, so that helps you out. So it's just a really good time to hunt, especially for mature bucks. So remember that, whether you're hunting out here or back home. A couple of guys from Trijicon coming in later, so I'm going to go out here and meet up with Brandon. He's going to be helping us out this week, and we're going to scope the place out and do a little recon and find our stand setups and get ready for the morning. We're hunting outside the town of Bartlesville in what is known as the green country of Oklahoma. Brandon Lumen runs the Oklahoma outfit for 180 Outdoors. We head out to see some country and do some work.
These feeders up.
And we can brush it up.
I think we could cut it.
This would be a good spot for that brush gun I'm shooting. If I hunt here, because you got a 200 grain bullet, plow through there. Brandon has spotted a big 10-pointer working this creek bottom. We're setting up for a surprise ambush. Down there. I'll put one more tree right there. A blind like this will spook a buck. If you just stick it out there right now, especially in post-rut, if you brush it in real good, natural cedars, a lot of them in here, you can usually be in good shape. Brandon, see if that will stick right there somehow. So just follow the trail right here. Nice access, quiet lane. Boom. Brandon's camera images fire me up. There are more big deer here than I had imagined. Time to shoot the marlin and get this show on the road. This is going to be a lever gun hunt for me, so I'm really looking forward to it. I got a couple of them here. This is my 35 Remington, which I'm going to shoot first. When you don't have access to a range, improvise. Set a target 100 yards away. Okay, let's see if we can send one down range and see what we got. 200 grain bullets. That ought to get the job done. Okay, range is hot. Rest your rifle as solidly as you can. Fire the hole. That would help. Above all else, make sure you have a safe backdrop. Go down and take a look. That one's right in there. That one's pretty good. Hunters harvest about 110,000 whitetails in Oklahoma each year. What percentage of the kill occurs in rifle season? A, 45%, B, 58%, C, 68%. The answer when we come back.
Big Deer is presented by Trijicon, brilliant aiming solutions. Brought to you by Remington, a new era of precision. And by Scent Killer Gold with Hunt Dry Technology Plus. Apply it, dry it, and go hunt.
Hunters harvest about 110,000 whitetails in Oklahoma each year. What percentage of the kill occurs in rifle season? Answer B. Gun hunters record 58% of the deer kill in Oklahoma. Bow hunters account for 27%, and muzzleloader hunters 16%. Whitetail herds and hunting success have been up and down across North America over the last decade. One of the brightest spots is Oklahoma. Deer numbers are trending upward, as is the buck harvest, which now stands at some 69,000 animals each season. During the past 5 years, biologists have seen a steady improvement in the age structure of the state's bucks as more and more hunters are patient and let young deer walk. Today, some 66% of the bucks tagged are 3.5 years of age or older, making Oklahoma one of the top states in America for harvesting mature deer. Friends Chuck Ward and Ian Dorn show up, and next morning, the hunt is on.
One of our subleases further down the road. These cars just came through right here.
No better way to start the morning than a cup of coffee and a pint. Except for maybe a breakfast burrito in a pint with a cup of coffee.
Most of my hunting over the years has been in western Oklahoma, so I'm really looking forward to this northeastern part of the state. This section of the green country is a mix of prairie grassland, pin oak forest, and cedar thickets. Perfect habitat for whitetails and other wildlife. Bobcat. It's pretty cool. You don't see a lot of those in daylight. He just kind of moseying through. It's pretty neat. Now big buck needs to come through.
So I get to hunt all over the world, and I've had a lot of opportunities to chase a lot of different kinds of animals. But it still seems like when I go whitetail hunting, there's nothing like it. The anticipation, the feeling when you see a buck, you turn into like a teenage boy around girls, just trying to figure out how to stay calm enough to do the right thing and get the shot off. And my heart pounds, I shake. It's incredible, and I think it's what really drives me to love this sport is whitetail hunting. At the end of the day, I think you do it when you're a boy and you never get to see anything big, and when you come out here and you see a big buck, it just brings back memories and gives you the opportunity to live out a dream.
Rattling can still work into the post-rut as older bucks search and compete for the last estrus does. But ho-hum, this young guy's response humbles me. We hunted out until late in the morning, then head back to our gathering spot to compare notes over a sumptuous tailgate lunch. No dead deer?
No. How about you?
No. Saw 3 bucks, little ones. Hopefully they'll move this afternoon, so gotta move sometime. Weather's not helping us a lot. It's nice, but it's a little cooler.
A little more in the morning when it's cold, but
I know, it was just the opposite this morning. It was when it started to warm up, seemed to be when the deer started to move. You can't figure it out. I mean, just when I think I have something figured out, they do something else. It's early December in northeast Oklahoma, and we've got 3 guns spread across several thousand acres of prime whitetail habitat. For my friends Ian and Chuck, the hunting has been painfully slow and uneventful. But I'm seeing deer, and I like my spot.
Went out in the blind 30 seconds and doe go running across the field. Then we sit here for 3 hours. Nothing. But now it's time. They're coming. It only takes one.
I don't know where those bucks went, man. It was about to get interesting up in here. We had 4 different bucks coming up the barrel line, and they kind of came in progression, small, medium, a bit bigger, borderline shooter. And I think there was a little guy bringing up the rear, but I thought they were coming right up the edge where we get a good look at them, but they cut off and ducked off in the woods, so I think one of 2 things happened. A hot doe down there, this early post rut, and one of those leftover does would draw 4, 5, 6 different bucks like that right down into a place, and they were coming on a string to something. Or they could have just hit a trail and cut off back through to feeding area over here somewhere. I grunted at them, I should have gone this sooner. Look, man, I've seen 5 bucks a day. And anytime you deer hunt, you know, you see 5 bucks in a day, that's a good day. So the bucks are here. We'll hunt it out tomorrow, see what happens. This hunt is a perfect field test for Trijicon's new line of rifle scopes. Well, guys, Trijicon's been busy the last few years, right? You got some exciting scopes here and really a new line. Sort of a,
Yes, sir.
I think there are 5 different lines of
Yeah,
scopes.
the employees have been very busy for the last
Yeah.
couple of years. You know, we have 8 of them here, but believe it or not, there's 120
Wow.
new SKUs. You may know us for AccuPoint with the fiber optics and tritium combinations, no batteries required, illuminator reticles. Even that line is refresh and renew and new look and feel, new adjusters. But everything that you could think of in terms of magnification ranges, adjusters, erectors, magnification levers, we've updated and renewed in the line. But we've kept all the great engineering. Maybe, Ian, you can take a couple minutes to tell people about it.
Yeah, we for all the new products, we've done our standard military grade testing. So we've done our vibration testing, our drop testing, shock testing. On all of this stuff, we've done Africa to Alaska thermal cycling, so that no one will have an issue in any of these locations. But yeah, we really
durable,
yeah,
all that.
they're nitrogen filled. There will be no fogging when going out of your truck and into your blind or anything like that. So yeah, we're really covering all the bases as far as our product goes.
Yeah, as far as hunters are concerned, there's a line of everything, whether you hunt at the northeast whitetail woods or out west for elk or mule deer or anything. So it's pretty exciting. It's great news from Trijicon, and I can't wait to put these scopes to work in the woods. The bucks are getting bigger when we come back.
272.
Big Deer is presented by Trijicon, brilliant aiming solutions. Brought to you by Remington, a new era of precision. And by Scent Killer Gold with Hunt Dry Technology Plus. Apply it, dry it, and go hunt.
So it's day 2, early in the morning here in Oklahoma. We're in the same blind, same location as yesterday. So far, it's been pretty quiet. Had a couple of hawks out behind us. We really believe that big deer is coming out about 20 minutes after daylight a couple days ago. So we're hoping real soon we're going to see him.
That was good to see. Still a little rutting active. These bucks are still rutty. You know, it's the first week of December, that early post-rut period. They're looking for the last does. They're checking every doe out here. Bucks are rutting and they're moving in here later in the mornings. We just gotta grind it out. I hope big one comes by. But it's good to see they're rutting, because anything can happen. Chuck and Ian aren't seeing much. Time to change it up and head for new blinds. But I've got a good feeling about my stand, and I'm going back. You know, I'm hunting a power line habitat, and I enjoy that. Deer use old gas lines and power lines all the time, but I tell you one thing, when you're hunting that setup, you gotta remember, they don't like to just stand out in their nest, so they'll shoot across, they'll go back, they'll feed on the edge, they'll browse, they'll check a doe here and there, so they're in and out, in and out, in and out. Be ready for that.
Really tight quarters in these woods. Feels like I should have my bow and not my rifle. Hopefully, they come from a distance and we can see them. They just don't pop out right in front. You know, in this kind of tight environment, one of the shots are going to be within inside of 100 yards, particularly with high magnification like I have here. You really got to think about parallax. You know, my shooting position's not perfect. Very close shots. My parallax isn't set well, and I don't shoot center of scope. I could have problems with my point of aim. But this is what happens when you deer hunt. You end up in a different circumstance. So it's why we put all the controls into the scope so you can set them up. So I recommend you pick up an average range, 65 yards to 100 in here, and set your parallax there. And then when you get closer, just think about being directly behind the scope so you don't have a point of impact shift from not being properly set up.
It's a cool, still, high-pressure afternoon. Good conditions for bucks to move. I actually spied this buck 300 yards down the power line. Now I'm shooting a 35 Remington, so he's out of range for me. So all I can hope is he works his way down, works his way somewhere in that 120 range. Long shot, we'll see.
272.
The buck slips out of the open cut and into the trees, and I get ready. When he pops back out, he's right there. Come on, don't chase that doe.
You ready? Oh my gosh. Oh, baby. I think I made a good shot on it. Went right down. Man, you never know what's going to happen in deer hunting. I love it so much. Had bucks in here all week. Hung with the stand. Started to get discouraged not seeing shoot a buck. Just got to grind through it, man. Keep moving through it. And we did, so let's go see this Oklahoma buck. What a buck, man. Awesome. Great Oklahoma buck. Look at that. Put the cap on a great hunt. Thank you, buck. Well, broke the ice, fellas.
Yes, sir.
So y'all are up.
It's a nice deer, Mike.
Thank you. One tag filled and 2 to go. Join us for more hunting from the great state of Oklahoma next time on Big Deer.
And you shooting the new Marlin, is that right?
Yep, 35 Remington, 200 grain, just chunk of lead.
How far was it?
120.
Wow. You kind of had a feeling you were going to see one there,
I
right?
did, yeah. I seen a lot of activity. In the post rut, that's what you want. If you're where there's activity, that's where your odds are. It's been slow for you guys, and I happen to be in the spot where there's activity, so.
You never know where we're going to pop up.
Let's get him up, Brandon. Never gets old, man. Never does. Never gets old.